You know?
In a world where Bloodgood was always meant to be a drunk driver.
That went hard. Like, you have the opportunity, once you do get ranked, to make everyone's, maybe not their income better, maybe not their, like, you just have their overall, like, quality of life. That is dependent upon you, for sure.
Be an active listener. Listen to understand, not to respond. That's a good little piece of advice for everybody. Don't be like an argumentative prick.
I think if you're around poor people, middle income to lower income people, they cuss because we're less intelligent.
Good thing there's 3 in here.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
All right, boys.
All right, let's get into it.
Are we getting into the regular show or the...
Stop!
It's going in. It's going in.
That's where the podcast is going to start this week.
For sure. All right, guys. Welcome to Collective Advantage Podcast, episode the one you're watching. Thanks.
12.
How's everybody's week been?
Good.
Sick.
I'm
Open-ended answers.
I'm alive and well.
It was
the
fine.
Spirit is within me, brother.
You know, I was watching the story of Jared, the Subway guy, earlier, being a pedophile.
Yeah, what a weirdo.
And I got annoyed because I thought they took a picture of him where he's like, and they're like, see, he's a monster. And I'm like, I don't know why this annoys me.
Well, because they're like, he's a pedophile, telling by the picture, but really, dude just had a bad angle.
I don't know why this annoys me because one day, if I get in a car crash, they're going to take one snip of me doing this on this podcast, and they're going to be like, he was a monster the whole time.
Yeah.
Look at his face. You can see it.
Look at him. He looks like a drunk driver.
He's had the DUI in him since the dawn of time.
You sound like you could do like Warner Bros. Trailer voiceovers.
I've been told this before.
In a world, you know?
In a world where Bloodgood was always meant to be a drunk driver.
That went hard.
This summer.
Like the scary movie.
Coming to a Bud Light commercial near you.
And then Shane Gillis is just like,
Dude, a movie? Kind of nice. That's my best Shane Gillis, dude. I don't like when you look at me like that. It's immediately like judgmental.
No, never. I would never judge you. I just look at you like I do, like if Jackson's like, dude, Dad, you want to hear this joke I heard today? Or Chandler.
What a funny guy. Love him to death.
He's probably loading up a joke right now, and heall have it done by the time I see him
You
again.
can see it buffering, dude.
Yeah.
No, for real.
And then he'll go, you know what I mean?
That shit annoys me, for real.
What does?
The Jared stuff?
No, just our inability to realize that humans are just terrible sometimes.
Well, that
We gotta make it. We gotta make it this. We gotta pretend like there's some kind of evil face that they make, and we know, but it's not. You just don't know.
Yeah. No, you never know.
I don't know, dude. When it comes to most pedophiles, like,
Not true.
if it looks like a duck,
Not
brother,
true.
it's touching kids.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
if
though,
that was true, then people would have been able to prevent their kids from getting molested a lot more often.
Yeah. We just had a class on this week.
Yeah.
The people from the CAC came in, talked about it. They coming in service. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. I think it would be like
What's the CAC?
way less.
Child's Advocacy Center or Advocacy Center, like where our investigators for the child crimes are at.
Yeah, I don't know though, because I've especially working in the jail, they keep them all together, and you kind of look in there and like you see each one and you go, there's none of them that I look at and go, that guy.
Okay, but if you're out in the public where you're amongst normal citizens, you're gonna camouflage yourself to fit in. In there, it's like you're not gonna put a cow in the cow pen and then act like a horse. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna just be like, all right, I can be a creep in here.
Could be like confirmation bias.
Yeah, plus, nobody really like gets up and gets ready and looks good and gets a good pump and stuff like in the jail. They get up and get pissed off at us and you know what I'm
Hate
saying?
their life.
Like they're not gonna look their best. There's no like of the like sweater vests, and the long sleeves that you always see like the creepers wearing in the old movies.
Yeah, but they're more so like that. Like especially in jails. Like they're like getting up, making their bed, they're on their best behavior, they carry around their Bible all day. They'll walk laps in the section, dude, with their Bible just a clutch to them, dude. Just, hey, serve me, I'm not doing anything. Just hanging out.
Yeah, but you have the power of hindsight, and that influences you. Influence is more powerful than, actual knowledge.
Yeah. Well, and like
You
you're
know
saying,
they're pedophiles.
the one picture of that dude, like we're such a headline behavior type of society. Like the headline is what everybody's gonna look at, and it's gonna be the one picture where the dude's like maybe he just got out of a car or something. He's like,
Yeah, he was like smiling kind of stupid. Like somebody took one of those pictures like halfway through where they're like,
yeah. Well, I mean, look at him before he did this whole Subway diet deal. I mean, I'm not saying all people in that shape are that way, but
fatties.
yeah.
I feel like your first clue that there is something wrong mentally with this guy. Who the hell eats Subway every day? That's crazy.
I used to eat it quite a bit when I worked at Cherokee.
Yeah, I like Subway. It's good.
Right, but every day.
Not a
dude?
sponsor.
Now a sponsor.
Could be,
Not really.
but not.
Yeah. I heard you got to be a pedophile to make it big.
Oh shit.
Not all. There's some guy in the NBA. I feel like I should know his name, but I don't know any of those guys other than LeBron and Michael Jordan. But he is endorsed by them, and I don't think he's a pedophile. I'll think of it here in a minute. He's the one that was at the Paramore concert, like singing with Paramore. What is his name?
No clue.
Younger guy. I can't narrow it down because everything I was about to say is every NBA player except for the Chinese one.
That one Chinese guy.
I'll think of it in a minute. It starts with a C, I think.
Don't know.
I'll think of it.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'll just blurt it out.
Don't watch the NBAs.
I don't either. If I wanted to do that, never mind.
Moving on.
Throw a basketball.
Moving
in
on.
the cage, No, but you got any interesting stuff for us, Isaiah?
What have I been into lately? I don't know. It's been a busy week for me. I haven't had a lot of time to sit down and digest information.
Well, you daddied up the 309.
I sure did. I did.
Have you shot it yet?
I shot it when I first got it.
Yeah.
Before I put the red dot on it.
Yeah.
I haven't shot it since. So,
buddy,
pretty excited to put some rounds through.
I put that old heavy buffer on that thing with the FRT in it.
Yeah.
And let her eat off the back porch into that bank. And my dad was like, "Was that you down there?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Hell, I told your mama it was a rock or a jet flying over." Yeah, okay.
So how's the cyclic rate on that? Is it like so fast that like it's not really?
No. That's why you put the heavier buffer in there to like slow it down. Because when it goes forward, like your bolt like hits, and if it hits like just for half a second and it's too fast, it bounces back. Like the bolt slightly bounces back, and then when your trigger comes up or your hammer comes up, it strikes the carrier instead of the firing pin. So it does like a light primer track.
Yeah.
So you have to slow the cycling rate down so that your bolt doesn't bounce back.
Is it something that you could see yourself like covering an area with, or is it just like?
What do you mean?
Like,
Is
like
it
you take like
devastating?
the cyclic rate of like a Glock 18, right? And it's basically like all the rounds. Like,
No, it's not like that. It's not like that.
okay, so you could like kind of
Yes.
spread them out.
Would you call it fully semi-automatic?
100%.
Okay.
They are finicky though. Like one upper ran great, one didn't. One with a can ran great, one didn't. Like it didn't like that. It's all gas dependent.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's pretty neat though. I could see where it could be a problem. I usually would not say that, but I definitely could see where this could be a problem.
Like dangerous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying we shouldn't have them. I'm just saying like I could see someone's argument for sure. Because it's like once you get that first like 3 off, there's no like exactly how to mitigate it if you have to, and it's just like a laser beam, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Now
That's
you
pretty
can
neat.
you can swap out like I could put it on like on an adjustable gas block and like change the gas around a little bit and then lower the buffer weight, and you could, I mean, like you could really make it shoot fast.
Yeah.
but that's hard.
Which I wouldn't be like really interested in.
Well, and it's shooting so fast that it's gonna like you don't really have time to like be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna raise. Like on a regular one, you know it's fixing to happen, and like you can if you have a good base, like center chest. I like to run mine center chest, like more towards right here. But anyways,
Really?
yeah. Like if you're standing up and holding the gun, like I like for
like
mine,
any rifle?
like I don't like for it to be up here. Like I like to run it like center of chest right here.
That's weird. Because I like mine like right in that pocket.
See, my brain tells me that whenever the bolt's coming back, if I have the edge of my stock in my shoulder, then that inertia, like the weight is over and it's going into nothing. See what I'm saying? It's not like it's going into the gun, but like I think if it's pushing back, then that directly where that's pushing back, if you can get it down here into the pocket, you know what I mean? Like roll your shoulder over and it's going straight back into your body. It's way less rise. But it could just be like.
Have you used and do you like the 226 risers? Because it seems like with you describing the way you get on the gun, like it's probably hard to get. Like
no, it's not.
I've seen you shoot a rifle, and like you look like kind of.
That's because I'm yoked.
You roll your shoulder up, so you roll your shoulder up to your head.
Sort of. But yeah, like the 226 mount would work. Like Rusty was shooting one this week.
Yeah.
And it was like you could just tell like he was like real comfortable. You know what I mean? Like just like right there. I don't run nods and all that, but that's the main benefit for that. It's because your head can be up.
Yeah.
But you freaking hold over 15 and in is like 3 inches. You know, not really.
You just gotta know it.
Yeah. Or you could just run 2 red dots. You know.
Just run an EOTech and then you've got.
Does he have 2 red dots on his?
No, he hates that crap.
Oh.
Yeah, that is.
Just a canted red dot, yeah.
A red dot and a canted red dot.
Yeah, a canted red dot for CQB, dude. Yeah.
That pisses me off. Dude. I was watching one of the bigger influencers talk about using it for like competition shooting, and it made me so mad because he's got like a T2 and then like an offset. I don't know, like an acro or something.
Yeah, yeah.
What the hell is the point of that? That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
I get the point he was making, but whenever he was like, yeah, you can transfer this over into practical use, I was like, oh, yeah, no, this guy, that's a little silly, dude. Come on. It's like, as good as he usually is at, like, making stuff make sense, I was like, oh, dude, what are you doing?
That's
this
a miss,
silly.
big dog. You're wrong. Hey, look at me. No, don't do that. That's dumb as hell.
No, but yeah, I could see it easily becoming a problem for us, like that we have to deal with. For sure.
To slap a belt in that mug,
dude. Yeah, because I went through you go through a 30-round mag. It's just like it's not just like a full auto because each shot is a separate pull of the trigger.
It's pretty much.
We would never, ever promote fully automatic weapons, other than we should all have them. But anyways, it like it zips through one, and you can tune it to where it's very controllable. Like it's just like, it's sick, dude.
Yeah, I think I think they belong in the hands of the American people at all costs.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all. All I'm saying is I could see where it would be a potential problem.
I'm just saying, brother.
But I mean,
if
so
we're supposed to have a well-regulated militia that's capable of defending against a tyrannical government, they've got naval carriers and fucking tanks and Predator drones. I'm just saying, I think we should have Predator drones.
Well, and that's what everybody is like. Oh, they're wanting to take our guns or whatever. Won't be able to hunt. It's like, dude, it has nothing to do with hunting, my friend.
Not
like
at
nothing at all. That whole entire thing was put there. The Second Amendment, 100% was put there to protect the First Amendment.
Yeah,
without a doubt. What it means, dude, is they have this, we should have this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because then, like,
we should not be outgunned by our government.
No. And now it's to a point where it's impossible.
Yeah.
Like, you can't afford, like, I can't just be like, you know what, let me get on the old Craigslist here, marketplace. Oh, here's an F-15.
Yeah, I don't
you know
have,
what I mean?
like somebody ready to do a gun run for you know?
Telling you right now, dude, if I ever had anything, it'd be a Warthog or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but we also used to have actual regulated militias, like by state.
Do we?
Yeah.
That you were kind of required
do
to do.
Does anybody still do that?
Well, in a
Not
way,
that I
it
know of.
became like the National Guard.
That's what I was thinking too, but that's still a government
but that's totally
entity.
different.
Yeah.
A militia and the National Guard are totally different.
A militia is ran by the citizens, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like the citizens of that specific area.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is just like basically reserves for the military, right?
But the state also, it kind of used to be mandatory in certain states, I believe.
Probably south of Mason-Dixon, boy.
I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know enough about it, but I know.
I don't either.
I know it used to be
Well, we could bring it back.
mandatory service, like a few months in the militia.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like, I think it's a little bit crazy, but at the same time, like, I get where they're coming from because they're constantly in conflict. But the fact that you have to do 2 years military in Israel is pretty crazy.
That's good.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I think it's
they
cool
should do
too,
that.
especially for an area that's constantly in some sort of combat there, even if it's self-induced, like they say it's not.
I wish we would do that. I understand why people don't want that, but I wish we would do it.
I see both sides because, like, I see, like, there's certain people for sure that I'm like, okay, yeah, combat's not really their thing. But the thing that we don't really think about is, like, the military's so big, a majority of people don't even fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, obviously in the Marines and Army, those are like your main fighters, right?
Well, they still have, there's MOSs in the Marines that they're not combat
Yeah,
MOSs.
yeah. But what I'm saying is the majority of your, like, war, everybody in the military is a warrior. Don't take that the wrong way. But
No,
like,
they're not.
You know what I'm saying? but what I'm saying is, though, is like, regardless of what they do in the military, they took a step that a regular citizen has not voluntarily. It's not like we're being drafted. You know what I mean? But the Marines and the Army, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're the fighters mostly. Like, as far as boots on the ground in gunfights.
I guess,
Unless it's like special forces, like the SEALs and stuff.
I mean, without getting into breaking down how all that works, because they would go, the special forces would probably have been there long before conventional forces were
I'm
there.
talking overall numbers.
Yes, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nobody thinks.
They're the ones with infantry MOSs.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. I don't. You got to save me sometimes. I don't know the terms.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying. Like, if you
In a very general way, yes.
well, like, you know how Jackson is. He was like, I think I'm gonna go in the military. I was like, Air Force. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, right off the bat. Not anything against the Air Force. It's just him, the way he's able to study and retain information and all of that. I feel like the Air Force would do him the best.
You want to know what the differences is? If you want to be 100% brainwashed, join the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
If you want to do all this pretty much the same fun, cool shit, you know, you're not going to be as lean and you're not going to be as mean and you're not going to be as brainwashed. You join the Army and you can pretty much...
Do they not do the same stuff, though?
They do the same stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, as far as, like...
They're not held to, like, such an extreme standard where it's like... I don't know. I hear stories about guys that were in the Army talking to, like, sergeants or even corporals, like, just one rank above them as a lance corporal in a certain way. And I'm just like... You would have got throat chopped in the Marine Corps for talking to somebody like that. It's not like that. Yeah. It's different. But in the Air Force, you know,
like, just a different standard. Same information, different standard.
Pretty much, yeah. If I had to go back in, I'd probably go to the Army because it sounded a lot more enjoyable.
Like laid back.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what Brackett said.
Yeah.
He's like, everybody acts like super hard. He said, I was retarded, dude.
Yeah. The Marine Corps wasn't hard. It's just like here's one of the key differences. They're like, I can't remember who I was talking about this. They were talking about, I think it was Morris, actually. He was talking about, I remember training with Marines, and they're like, they call me by my full rank. Like they said staff sergeant instead of sarge or something like that.
Yeah.
We don't do that. Like, you're walking into the PX, the gas station, and you walk past a gunnery sergeant, and you're like, Gunny? He's like,
Oh, really?
Gunny? It's gunnery sergeant, right?
Which is crazy because it's all the same stuff, I think. I mean, I know it's not. Like, I don't want anybody to take that the wrong way. But, like, what I'm saying is like, you're fighting for your country's freedom.
It's just very serious.
Yeah.
Everything is very serious.
Well, it's like difference from agency to agency. We were talking about that the other day. Like, how people, like, we were talking about, like, shaved versus beard and tattoos, and, like, how the more squared away agencies that you see that don't have all the issues. Like, we all have our internal issues, don't get me wrong. But, like, the more squared away agencies that the people want when they see you show up are generally the shaved face people. Like, that which I was like, I don't think so. But the more I'm like, oh, well, you're right. Around here, you're definitely right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? No, I mean, I'm not saying about art. I'm talking about, like, every agency within us, around us, not just the ones right inside. Relax. I'm saying other counties or whatever. Like, who do they all go to for their training? I'm talking about specific facts.
I'm gonna abstain from this one, big dog.
I'm not crapping on anybody. I'm just saying, look at.
I like our brothers with beards.
So do I. I never said I didn't like them. I drive a Ford. Hate Fords. Still
we
like
definitely
it.
have a different standard.
You know what I'm saying?
You can tell.
That's what I'm saying.
When we see people come through the academy from like smaller, more podunk counties,
Exactly.
not podunk as in like whatever, but tiny little departments that are low budget.
Yeah, maybe 3-4 deputies at most at a time on shift.
Of course, they're not going to do near as much training as we do.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as squared away as far as that goes.
The standard is wildly different.
Yeah.
As cop, like the military, the standard is the same. Like you're all fighting for the goal. Like all of the Army, I'm sure has the same standard. Just like all of the Marine Corps had the same standard.
Yeah.
Those standards between the Marine Corps and the Army are different within them, but within them in the Marine Corps, they all are expected to be the same way. Cops are different. Each department has different standards.
Could be drastically
totally
different. As long as it fits in they're doing stuff that fits into case law and like state law, then they're like, all right, yeah, that's good. You know what I mean?
Where we work, I feel like all the agencies within the county that we work in, you know, you don't see 450-pound jokers.
Yeah.
It's not very often. Sure, maybe sometimes, but I don't know any.
As far as your road people, like patrolmen, absolutely not. Like most of them, I mean, even the ones that are out of shape aren't that
good looking, in shape dudes and gals, right?
Yeah.
But you roll through, like rolling from Camp Lejeune to here, dude. There's some places in North Carolina, brother. 515 pound.
It's like our newest guy,
Wild.
dude. On our side, our shift, dude. Little stud. Little handsome dude. He's victim weight, but
Talking about old what's it called? The Filipino Nightmare, dude?
no, the other new one.
There's another oh yeah, the little guy.
But yeah.
He's so sweet.
Who? Which one?
Burger.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just kidding. You're so yoked, Burger. But anyways.
But he's in good shape though.
Yeah.
And that's like the trend, you know, you like to see that like the newer guys coming in. Like we're still getting like good people.
Yeah.
And like that's been like a big thing I heard, like especially when I was coming in, is that a lot of the old heads would complain like you can't get good people anymore.
It as far as a broad stroke, it is declined for sure. But
hold on.
That's every profession.
There's some people I look at.
This is one of those Jared moments, though. This is one of those Jared picture.
Yeah.
Like
Jared
from
Subway. Jared.
Yeah, they do one silly thing, and they're like, that guy's
Yeah. No, dude, it you can tell by who's saying it or whatever, because like when you see them and you see like their lack of effort. To me, dude, once someone shows that they're not willing to do something difficult to get, then I'm like, this dude ain't worth the crap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Whereas like, and we have people at our agency in recent years that are this way. Maybe they're out of shape, but they're fighting like tooth and nail just to make sure that they gave their best no matter what. That way, if they don't make it, they can at least say they gave 100%
Absolutely
of what they had. You know what I mean? That means more to me than some yoked dude being like, oh well, I mean, I know how to do this. Like what? I'll just hit the minimum requirement and make it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. The showing the will to want to do it and to want to learn and to want to get better, I think to me in a lot of ways means more than just being good.
100%. Because if you could teach a monkey how to carry a gun and shoot it properly and make decisions on what to shoot, we wouldn't even have to do this.
Yeah.
Let's be real here. Our regular job,
it's not
that difficult.
Yeah.
Because most of it, do you have to make split-second decisions? Of course.
Yeah.
But
you have to be courageous.
But what I'm saying is, though, is like as far as reports and knowing the information to resolve
you don't
a
have
call,
to be a rocket scientist.
No. You just got to be willing to read the law and understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it goes back to, like you said, like that willing thing.
Yeah.
Like, are you willing to put in an extra 2 minutes to understand exactly what you're charging somebody with.
Mm-hmm.
That way you don't have to get up upstairs and to start arguing with the magistrate about the elements of the crime and this and that. And you don't even really know what the elements of the crime are. So why don't you take an extra 2 minutes, read it, and then have a rock solid argument when you get there?
Yeah.
You know?
Like
I'm not crapping on the magistrates. Our magistrates are fantastic. They do great.
I'm just listening.
Yeah.
I don't know, brother.
It's just like any other road. There's a few bumps. We filled in some of the potholes. We're good.
Yeah.
I like all the ones I've dealt with, but
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
know your job.
Yes.
Your job is to read
But
it,
in their defense-
approve it, sign that, and then
their-
move on.
In their defense,
Shut your mouth.
we should know it too. And I'm not saying that you didn't in your situation. Most certainly you did. But
I like that guy.
yeah. It's not about liking or not liking. You
Yeah.
can love somebody, and if they don't do it right, that's on them. But anyways, like as far as the broad spectrum of what we're getting, there are less people coming into law enforcement in general. I don't think it's
Yes.
the quality of people.
I
it's
think
just
the
less
quantity has become a quality issue where we can't turn away people we used to turn away because we need all hands on deck.
Yeah. Not so much at our agency anymore, but it just seems like it's like a
in
roller
general,
coaster.
Yeah.
Law enforcement is like at one point, like everybody want to be in down here. I mean, I feel like it's military. Like I feel like after 9/11, the military spiked. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And then like whenever we're in what do you call it, peacetime or whatever, like it may not be quite as high. You know what I mean? Because they may not have the drive to do it. Same thing with us.
Yeah, the government isn't psyoping them into signing their life away.
Yeah. I'm surprised there's not been a push like that for law enforcement, but
I mean, when you see all over the news and YouTube and everything, wherever you get your media, cops in big cities getting crapped on by pretty much everybody and hated.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to sign up to be hated.
Yeah, and then have to worry about going to the grocery store and affording groceries for all your kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's just be real. Like, obviously, like every agency is going to be different. Some are going to pay more because they have less of other things. Some have better benefits. Like, I mean, it's all different. But like, you cannot, in the shape that the nation's in and continues to like fluctuate, like you can't keep up with it. Say there was a two cop family, you couldn't keep up with it if you didn't have some auxiliary income.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get paid crap and expect more.
Yeah.
But we also, I mean, some of the luxuries of the job are that it ain't landscaping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We ain't out there busting our tail. We ain't,
Well, and the lessons you learn, I feel like that doesn't get a light shown on it as much as it should. Like the lessons like leadership opportunities, not like supervisory opportunities, but like literally like being able to be a shining light for the people around you.
And developing like those character traits.
Exactly. Like, I was reading that new Andy Stumpf book, that the Drown Proof or whatever, and he was talking about whenever he had gotten in trouble originally, and he was looking at his thing being taken, his SEAL thing,
the Eagle and Trident.
Yeah, but they call it something else.
The Trident.
Yeah, I guess whatever. And he was like, "Oh, all that mattered to me was that, and the reason that I was in the position I was in was because I was the new guy." And what I knew was right, I didn't do it because I thought it wasn't my place to tell these veteran guys, like, hey, like, we are going to get in a lot of trouble. Or, like, stopping the veteran guy that he was with from like, making an ass of himself, essentially. You know what I mean? And then the cops getting involved and all this, and then continuing to go, knowing. He said, I knew we shouldn't have been doing that, and it would have been very easy fix, but I thought it wasn't my place to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I think law enforcement, military, I mean, even in a corporate world, you have the opportunity to be the one who makes the correct decision that's going to help everybody regardless of where you're at on the like totem pole. You know what I'm saying? I think you have more influence at the bottom than you ever do at the top. Because I mean, obviously we see it at work all the time. We're in a place where it's like some people, it's not as like common in the newer guys, but like there's people that see the rank before they see the person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think guys are more likely to accept feedback from a peer than from a superior in a way, because in a way, like when a higher up tells you something, it's just like you write it off. He's just talking to me because he thinks that's what he needs to do.
Yeah, or they're like, oh, somebody told him.
It's his job to identify a problem. And he's just looking for a problem. And I guess I'm the problem today. You know, but when like it's peer to peer, like you kind of listen. You go, you know, he doesn't really have any like. Especially if it's something private, if you're not calling somebody out in front of like other people.
Exactly, dude.
It's like two homies talking instead of a critique.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because if he says something to you or say something to him, like neither of us has anything to gain from that.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of us is trying to look better to a superior. But if you, a corporal, you know, you're talking to the sergeant, and you go, hey, you know, I'm going to talk to Booger about
whatever.
Yeah. Then he goes, oh, look, he's taking care of his people. He's like, it becomes this thing of like,
I think it depends on your established relationship. In the military, 100%. It's that way no matter what.
Yeah.
It's the way, do you think it's because you don't know each other at first?
No, it's because like, I mean, well, I'm only speaking from the Marines.
Yeah.
It may be different in other branches,
Whatever,
but for us, it was like, you're not friends with your sergeant. Like, we're not boys.
See, I don't think that's right. I think in certain situations
you are, depending on the leader, but most of them are like, that is your sergeant, your staff sergeant. You're not boys.
See, but I feel like there has to be a distinguishable. There's two relationships there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm telling you, the reason the guys that I work with enjoy coming to work when I'm there, right, is because of how I was before I got promoted.
Yeah,
see what I'm saying, and they all know and they've seen. And I don't know necessarily that the higher-ups enjoy it, that I'm still the same person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the good things about this job. It's just like any other civilian. This is a civilian job.
100%.
We're civilians.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
So it's just like every other civilian job where, I mean, it's just people. Yeah, they have a rank and they're a supervisor, but some of them are the rank and some of them are also, they're just dudes still. That just happen to be your supervisor, and they talk to you like that.
Yeah. Well, and it's very easy to say, like, or to see, like, you don't have to say anything. The person knows, like, okay, in this situation we're fixing to be in, or that we are in, this guy's a corporal, sergeant, or lieutenant at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then right after that's over, it's like, oh, okay, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I would have never called my battalion commander and just talked to him on the phone.
Really?
No, but the sheriff, I would feel comfortable doing that.
100%.
Yeah.
100. That's what I like most about.
Cool.
Like our agency, there are very few people that are like they're their rank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can tell whenever you pick up the phone too. Like when it rings and it says chief or whoever, there's certain people you're like, oh. But some people are like, what's up? You know what I mean? And then people are like, did you just say that to them?
Yeah.
That's the person you need to watch out for. That's the one that said, did you just, yeah, I did. For sure. Like people all the time.
How they are.
All the time, dude. People are like, do you just call the sheriff like boss? You don't ever say like sheriff? I was like, I don't know. Depends on how funny he's being. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, but at the same time, if he was like Corporal Whitehead, I'd be like, yes, sir. What is it? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Even then, I feel like that'd be a little weird with him. Just with him. You know what I mean?
He probably wouldn't do that.
No, I don't think he ever would. But regardless, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But that is established 100% in what you do whenever your rank is the same. Because rank, sorry, it means nothing. It means these are the new responsibilities that you have to get done while you're at work.
It means even less. I didn't feel this way when I first came here. Our lieutenant on nights was the one that kind of like unveiled this to me, I guess.
Yeah.
Or, you know, told me to stop acting like a robot, like I was still in the military.
Yeah.
Act like somebody.
Yeah.
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 Hey, he was like, act like a normal person, boy.
Yeah.
Grow your mustache out. Quit calling me sir.
Yeah. But it's like everybody's just normal people. You know what I mean? And then like, that is established 100% in what you do before you get promoted, without a doubt. Like, because then you're going to have, like, say we have somebody brand new that doesn't know who I am, never met me, and they come in, and somebody's like, oh, shit.
I was thinking about this yesterday. I was going to tell you how funny it is. Like, these new guys, like, they know, like, Corporal Whitehead.
Yeah.
Like, us, like, that's just Khalil. Like, that's my boy.
Yeah.
But for them, it's like, oh boy, I better act right around Corporal Whitehead.
Yeah. And then, like we were standing in roll call the other day, and somebody was saying something sort of around those lines, and Brian was like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh yeah. I just didn't want to." He's whoever it was like, "I just didn't want to disappoint you," and I'm like, "You are right now." Like, what do you do? And he's like, "No, dude." He's like, "It's Khalil."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, now I will say, there's been times where like I'll be standing there talking to somebody, and they're like, because everybody on my side, like everybody talks on speaker. It's just like it was on our side. Like somebody called one, and was like, "Hey, I almost fucked up," and I'm like, "Dude, well, hold on, wait, I'm right here. Like, don't say anything that I can," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I'd be like, whatever, you know what I mean? I will say though,
nobody died.
There's like the only thing that's happened to me that where I'm like I've got to check myself is like I'm like at night, like who's the public gonna call? They're gonna call me, so like I can say whatever. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I thought it would be the other way around. Like I thought I'd be a little more nervous. Like okay, I gotta like be more professional, dude. It's like everybody is the dude on the lawnmower we were talking about last week. Yeah. That's how I treat everybody. Dude. But, it is what it is. I've also seen where, like, deputies on the shift are, like, real comfortable if I'm the only one there. So it's like everybody's like that. But it makes the job so much better, dude. Like, you have the opportunity, once you do get rank, to make everyone's, maybe not their income better, maybe not their... Like, you just have their overall, like, quality of life. That is dependent upon you, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, especially if they don't have the initiative to, like, not care.
You have to, as a supervisor, you have to be for the company and for the men. Yeah. You have to do both.
Yes. Yeah. I think you have to be for the men and for the company. It depends on how you put it.
Either way.
How you word it.
If you want to be a good company, man, your boys have to want to come to work and do a good job.
Yeah.
So... If you're being a good company, man, you're being a good leader, because your boys are going to be happy being there, and they're going to be doing a good job for you.
Yeah, and that's
which will benefit the company.
Exactly, which gets overshadowed so quick.
Yeah,
like it's like, oh, am I doing what this person said they want me to do, or am I facilitating a good environment where everybody just kind of does it automatically, so they don't have to tell me?
And that's something we've talked about before that I think is like a really good point to bring up. Is like, to me, like leadership is not making somebody do something.
No.
It's making somebody want to do something.
Yeah.
When you get somebody to understand how valuable a goal is,
and
the fact that we're all working together for that goal, like you're a part of this and it's important, and then they start to do it as a matter of personal excellence instead of I'm doing this for Khalil or I'm doing this for the sheriff's office. It becomes their mission.
Well,
like
and a lot
that
of
is what I consider good leadership.
Yes, and a lot of that comes back to, like how you told me whenever we first talked. One of the first things you ever told me was like, no matter what I do, I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, not necessarily to policy, not necessarily like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like you told me that every decision you ever make, you ask yourself, is this the right thing to do?
Yeah.
Like morally. And that
I prefer the moral policing to the just going black and white by
100%.
Yeah.
And you have to do that kind of behavior in order to get that from people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas it's like, I know we talked a lot about this last week, but like, oh, well, I could arrest this person or that person or that, and they get the story and all that. But like, you have to be about it to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? You have to constantly audit yourself. If you're trying to be a leader, not of rank, because you can get rank without being a good leader. Let's just be real.
Oh, yeah.
You can. You know what I mean?
Everywhere.
But if you want to, like, truly make a difference, make your quality of life better, like, nobody should be coming to work worried about what I'm going to see, like, if their car looks a certain way. You know what I mean? Or, like, if they, like, if it gets out of control, okay, that's different. Like, hey, dude, clean your stuff up. You need to look better, whatever. But if I come in and it looks like I just got done doing a Baja 1000 with my crap, and I'm like, dude, you need to clean your stuff up.
Yeah.
You know, that blows my mind.
Yeah.
That blows my mind. But
not targeted.
There's no like, if you want somebody to really do something, unless they just are new and like don't know the ways and stuff yet, then you just do it.
Yeah.
If you do it all the time and you see people are going to act like that around you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we started doing this. We started recording. People started having discussions about the stuff we're recording. Maybe not the generals because they're a little silly, but it's just us being us. But like, more faith conversations happen.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I mean?
sure.
Just because we just started doing it.
Yeah. And like, we were on a scene the other day, and like, one of our guys, I love him to death, great guy. He just out of nowhere, he asks the family, like, are you guys religious? And like, we sit there, we hold hands with the family and like pray with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, I don't want to say that that's because of us.
No.
That's not what I'm saying. But that's the kind of stuff I like to see.
Well, and
like, that rules.
It may not be because of us, but the reason you being there made that person comfortable enough to ask that question. If they don't do it all the time, and they may do it all the time. Because I did whenever I first started, you know what I mean? And I felt weird about it. Like, I would act like whenever Ellen died, she fell in the pool and drowned. Like, I needed it for me. Like, I was tore up, dude. And I asked the mom and the grandmother, like, do you guys care if we pray real quick? And they were like, oh, absolutely. And it was because I didn't know what to do, dude. I was going through like all kinds of emotions. Like, I'd never experienced that. You know what I mean? And it's like, she's in daycare with Waylon and she's not here anymore. And she's right in front of me. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the job, like, that's what got me was like, the deputy duties were over.
Yeah, you've reached the extent of your training.
And now I'm just sitting here waiting. And then it's like, the whole thing sets in. And it's like, dude, I'm crying and stuff. Like, I've got to keep it together for these people. And I just can't do it.
And that's what I think are like the hardest times when like Deputy Berg has run out of things to do. And now like Isaiah's on scene and he's got to deal with this.
Yeah.
You know?
And then I just asked that family. And I remember, like, I asked the mom and like I'm holding the mom and the grandmother and we're just like crying in the hospital, dude. Because it's horrible. And like, I remember afterwards, like, oh man, I don't know if I should have done that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
like
weird
I don't
you,
know
like,
if I should have.
You should have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now I know that.
Yeah.
But
that's the message to new guys today. I've hugged like 3 or 4 suicidal people, and I've had people be like, "Dude, I wouldn't let them hug me." I'm like, "Yeah, why not?"
Yeah. I got out of a car one time, dude. This lady, not to like tell war stories and all that, but whatever. If you don't like it, turn the channel. But I get on scene. It's so, I mean, I had a Crown Vic, like I'm maybe year in, maybe, you know, so I'm still like, you know, but I get out of the car and this lady, dope head, boy. She was a big old dope head too. Usually don't. Anyways.
Yeah.
She comes rolling down the hill and there's no stopping that thing. And she's like, my mama, you know, tragic. And she just grabs a hold of me, like bawling her eyes out. And dude, I'm like, in my head, I'm zipping this lady up because I'm like, she's trying to kill me. She's trying to kill me. You know what I mean? Like, she's got a hold of me. Somebody's coming out from behind this house to kill me. I'm dead. I'm done. I'm done right now. And I'm like, whoosh. And she's like, can I not hug you? And I was like, I don't know. Like, in my head, I'm like, I don't know. But I did, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to go in here and see if there's something that could be done.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, sweetheart, there's not. And I never wasn't. But regardless, I remember thinking like, oh, people are going to see this body camera. They're going to make fun of me. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm not going to lie, bro. Whenever they say that, I'm like, I don't want to touch you, dog.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, sometimes they be stinking, boy.
But it's like, it's the right thing to do. So
100%.
You blade away and you give them the old hug, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, what I'm getting at is like,
obviously not if they're
now,
rabid like an animal.
Yeah.
Being
if they're going
acting
for like
wild.
excited delirium and sweaty and butt naked, I don't think I'm going to grab a hold of them.
No,
you know? Or I am, but I'm not going to hug them. You know? But what I'm getting at is like, the other day, if that guy's newer, I don't know, whatever, it really doesn't matter who it is, but like, he felt comfortable doing that in front of you because you're like a senior guy now. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Senior Deputy Berg.
Yeah.
Senior
Depends
Deputy.
on who you ask. That one guy who's senior to you almost beat your ass at my house.
well,
I watched the video again the other day. You get what I'm saying, though.
That'll be posted here. Oh.
Yeah. Actually, right here. I for sure am clipping it. I'm clipping at least one little bit. Maybe the bit where you're like. But anyways.
Sorry about it.
No, we're not. But. Oh, he's not going to see it. He's only on Spotify.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're good.
Just play the audio.
Yeah. If you get here and.
Buddy, you have to breathe. Breathe. Stop holding your breath.
Breathe. Don't turn your back to the guy punching you. Anyways.
There's no timeouts in boxing, man. You don't get a timeout.
Dude, he got some that day. I was feeling bad. I was like, Osterberg, tell him something. Dude. Buddy, you straight walked the dog with that fool. And you weren't even trying. But anyways. You're a big, strong guy.
Love him to death.
100%.
Good guy.
100%. But what? But anyways, people are seeing you as a senior person on shift.
Yeah, it's
it doesn't. It has nothing to do with time. It happened to me and Joel in like 3 seconds. Well, it happened to me in like 3 seconds. Joel, it happened to him in like 3.5 seconds. You know, but like, it doesn't take long because those people know if you care about them or not. That's all. That's all. If someone says, "Oh yeah, you're a senior guy," and they don't mention your time,
then
that means that person says, "Oh, you're a senior guy because you give a shit about people."
And that's something I feel more comfortable with. If you say like I care about my people, I identify with that much more than you calling me like a senior guy. Because I don't feel like a senior guy, but I know like my guys are my guys. Like 100%. I care about them, and I want to see them win, dude.
Yeah.
I love my boys.
Yeah. Dude, there's no better feeling than seeing somebody else win.
Yeah.
I mean, other than obviously if you're winning, it's pretty great. But like,
I don't know. There's times I feel better like watching somebody else win than like when I get a dub.
Perfect example is boys hunting.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like, I was like, this is sick. This is sick. Like, it was way, other than I was like, heart beating out of my chest thinking they're going to miss. You know, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And then they shoot, dude, and their smile, you cannot contain it. Like, it's like ear to ear. Like, they're like, you know what I mean? You can't beat that. And you get that on the range. Yeah. You get that on the track. You know what I mean? Especially in the academy. That's why the academy is a lot better than in service. Because they have that, like, nervousness. Like, oh, man, I'm not going to be able to do this. When really it's just shooting from, like, 3 yards away. You know?
Yeah.
Well, because they're nervous.
Oh, they definitely care a lot more.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Teaching an in-service, dude, you got to be good. Because if not, you're going to be like, I hate all of these people. Not really. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, because you literally, because they don't care.
Yeah, dude.
They just want to sign the box and leave. I'm sure it's the same way everywhere.
Yeah. Like, once they get past, like, 3 years, yeah. They're back there with their coffee, and you can see them looking at you. And it's like, half of them are like, why the hell is this new guy
are we gonna leave
up here
lunch?
teaching us what to do? You know what I mean? Like, dude, that was hard for me. Like, it pushed me to be better and to, like, shove it down their throats that I was good at something. But, like, when somebody's like, you're an FTO? Like, yeah bitch. Yes, I've been here a quarter of the time you have, and they asked me to teach people and haven't asked you. So, yes. Yes.
Dude. Resentful, dude.
I was mad. I was mad. You know what I mean? I know it's hard to believe that, like, I see that everything's a competition with people. But
I got to go teach it in service on Monday. It'll be my first time, dude.
It's gravy, bro, what you're teaching. I couldn't do it because I'm not interested in that. Yeah. Which, by the way, Raven's mom wants you to do like an infant course for her if you don't care, or like a refresher, because she's watching the baby now. Yeah. She just wants like a little, you know what I mean?
She just want information or like a certificate.
No, she just wants to make sure like she's like good to go.
Does she want information or a certificate?
She's watching Deacon and wants to make sure like toddlers and
give her a certificate
and all of that.
I'll give her.
Write your first certificate.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, I could just ask Booger. I'm glad you said that because I forgot about it until right now. But she just wants like a refresher. She's already CPR certified, but
I got you, dude.
She's just that's the only thing she's like
me,
nervous
You
about.
want me to do a certificate, like a whole course? I could do a whole course. I could do a whole class, just half class, give half certificate. I could just sign part of it.
It's not what I sound like.
Anyways, we're at 55 minutes. Do you guys have anything you would like to add?
I need to pee.
No.
All right. In other words, be a leader. In the big words of JB, be a change agent for your agency.
And hug people. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be normal.
Be an active listener. Listen to understand, not to respond. That's a good little piece of advice for everybody. Don't be like an argumentative prick.
Yeah. Somebody.
Why are you looking at me, motherfucker?
Somebody listened to their wife too much.
Yeah, I'm talking directly to my wife. I'm just joking. I love you, baby.
And
just
mine.
kidding. He doesn't have a hand
On
raised.
all wives, really. No.
Actually, let's extend the show for just a second.
That's it. Wives. No.
If you made it this far, because you guys are probably the only 3 that did, please have grace on us in our decisions and realize that you're inferior. I'm just kidding. Everyone relax.
No, but seriously, the listening thing, I was being serious about that. It's not about wives. It's about everybody can benefit from actually listening and not approaching conversations with like their preconceived ideas of what somebody's trying to say. Just listen to what people are saying and respond with compassion and trying to understand where somebody's coming from.
I couldn't agree more. That's almost as important as like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.
Do it.